What's really nice about these DECOMIL portable power stations is in an emergency situation, like if you need to charge different devices or you need to power a fan or something like that, you can do that with these devices. They're easy to move around and not super heavy. What I find that I personally use these for the most is just for convenience. So if there's instances where usually you would take an extension cord or something like that, I love to move these around. So for like home projects where you need a light, you can use one of these to move a light around and you don't have to worry about being plugged into power, so you can turn off your circuit breaker. It's a lot safer that way. Or if you're traveling and you need to charge USB devices so your kids can play on their tablets the whole time, these are also great for that. These could also power a projector or a TV or a computer with a monitor. These were sent to me so I could test these out and make this video. Let me show you a closer look at the screen and what you get. With this power station, you do get a charger with a barrel plug on it. You also get a charger that you can use in the car. So you've got 3 USB-A ports, fast charge port, and USB-C. You've got 2 AC outlets. You charge on the side like this, so let's go ahead and plug this in. Alright, with this plugged in, it should turn on automatically, and it does. The display shows how long it's going to take to charge fully, and it shows what the input is. So this flips back and forth between input and output. So right now it's charging at just over 100 watts, and this will take about 3.6 hours to charge fully. We're at 30%. There's also an LED on this. Press it once to turn it on. Press it again to make it go brighter. Press it again to do kind of the SOS signal. And then when you want to turn it off, you just press it again. So if you want to use DC or USB, you just press the button and there's a LED that indicates that it is on. Let's go ahead and do AC. I'm going to plug in this light here so that we can see how the display works. So right now I have the light at 100%, but because the input is higher than the output, we don't actually see what the output is. If I unplug the power on the side, it's going to switch to output. So now you can see that we're using about 92 watts of power, and at this rate it's going to take 2.2 hours to fully discharge this light. Now I can adjust this light, and as I do, you'll notice that the output on the portable power station is also going down to reflect my output. We're about 4 watts of power, and at this rate I can go for quite a while to power this light. After about a minute or so, the display turns off. Just press the power button to turn that back on. I'm really happy with how responsive the display is. As soon as I change the output on the light, or as soon as I change the power on the light, you can see that reflected over here. Really nice display. So this is the 600 watt model, and this is the 300 watt model. They're more or less the same, but the 600 watt model obviously has 600 watts. So you can power a few things that use more power. It also has an extra AC port and an additional USB port. The 300 watt model powers most of the same things that this would power, but it doesn't last quite as long. That's going to be the difference that you see. Now with these portable power stations, 600 watts, that's kind of the cutoff for being able to power anything but appliances. So like a refrigerator or a microwave or anything that draws more power like that. You're not really going to be able to power it with this. Obviously, same deal with this, 300 watts. When I tested out my swamp cooler, I was able to use this on the highest fan speed, but on this I was not able to use it on the highest fan speed. It worked for about 1 minute and then it cut off because the draw was too high. So that's something to be aware of. If you're looking for something just for your smart devices or tablets and you want something as lightweight as possible, this is a good way to go. If you need to power something that uses a little bit more power, or you want the power to last longer, then you could go for the 600 watt model. Overall, these are both great devices. I think the screen works well. It gives you a good idea of what's going on. I was a little bit disappointed that neither of these came with a cable for solar charging, so I wasn't able to try out the solar charging. But overall, both of these are great options, really nice to have around the house, perfect for emergencies or just to have as a convenient way to power a lot of different devices.